Hi everyone, it's Jenny Dang. I'm currently in Sapporo, Hokkaido. For dinner tonight, we're having omakase at Sushi Hidetaka. Let's see if it's worth the travel.
こちらですね、八角をご用意しました。よければお塩、お醤油もお好みで召し上がってください。つぶ貝ご用意しました。つぶ貝、sorry, no English, local corn, yes. Soy sauce or salt. 蒸しアワビご用意しました。スティームアバロン。こちら肝ですね。アバロン、レバー。ノースソース、ソルト&ワサビたっぷり。水圧にミックストライス。ボタンエビお願いします。エビ味噌、エビ味噌、シュリンプレバーペースト、トゲダ、プリズ。 ブリをご用意しました。イエローテン、12 kilogram. Okay. 2 week aging.
Oh.
はい、立ちでございます。こちらはキンキご用意しました。煮だこご用意します。さよりお願いします。はい、さよりお願いします。さよりお願いします。はい。炭からお願いします。車に、ボイルドシンプル。 来る前にお願いします。ミシン。ホッキ貝。ホッキ貝。マグロですね。漬け。はい、トロ、漬けですね。はい、トロ漬けです。小肌。小肌。穴子お願いします。どうぞ。曲でございます。こちらでコースラスト。1000個目まで。 曲でございます。コースラスト。
Thank you, Sushi Hidetaka, for the incredible meal. Now it's time for my rating to see if it's worth the travel. For the food, I enjoy how the omakase focuses on just the seafood without any cooked dishes like chawanmushi, which you see very often in sushi omakase restaurants. Every course was decent and enjoyable, but none really stood out. However, I do like the varieties of seafood, especially with the haikaku that I don't see quite often. So I rate the food a 3.5 out of 5. With the service, Chef Hidetaka may be camera shy and you can't see his face in my video, but he's actually very friendly and always smiling. He speaks decent English, allowing him to explain the courses in English as well, so everyone knows exactly what they are enjoying. The front of the house staff was very kind as well. I mentioned that it was a bit warm inside because I was wearing many layers to protect me from the cold outside, and they immediately turned down the heat. The service is 100% a 5. The restaurant is located in Sapporo and just a few blocks from the Susukino station. There are countless shops and stores, and it's only a 15-minute walk away from Odori Park, where you can see all the beautiful snow sculptures in February. The location gets a perfect 5. The omakase is 27,500 yen, which is roughly $180, making it 4.2 for the price. The overall rating is 4.42, which makes it worth international travel. So it doesn't matter where you're traveling from, Sushi Hidetaka is worth the visit. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.